allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, call roll.
Trustee Spurling.
Here.
Trustee Lee.
Yep.
Trustee Heinz. Trustee Youngerman.
Here.
Trustee Marisak.
Here.
And Trustee Bond.
Here.
Quorum. Move on to public participation. Is Jose De Leon here this evening? He is on the agenda.
I don't believe he's here. I recognize
Yes,
the only gentleman here I recognize, and that is not Jose De Leon.
No way, Jose.
all right. Hearing, since he's not here, we'll go ahead and move on. Item B is public comment. Do either of the people that are here tonight want to address the board on any topic?
I was just going to say, the press includes. Tyler, if you got anything?
John, you want to talk about Green Bay? Come on down.
I better cut this off quick.
Yes.
Hearing none, we'll go ahead and move on. I'll read the consent agenda, entertain a motion for approval. Minutes of the village board meeting of August 27th, executive session minutes of August 27th, accounts payable through September 6th, the building report for August, the cancellation of our September 18th committee of the whole, appointment of our village administrators Jeff Zofel to the Aurora Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, and ordinance 1821 amending the village code and village zoning code regarding fees, second reading.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Bond.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
And Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Carries 5-0. Thank you. Under items for separate action, the first one is the appointment of trustee Doug Marisak to the MEDC board.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion?
I just want to make a quick comment publicly. I've had a conversation with trustee Marisak to let him know I was not going to be supporting the nomination this evening. We had a fairly lengthy conversation, just wanted to make sure he was aware of it when we took the vote.
All righty. Any other comments?
Yeah, I'm taking more or less Matt's position because he cannot get there a lot as an overseer. So I'm going to kind of take his position because there shouldn't be, and Matt was a non-voting member, so I will be the non-voting member. And that way it doesn't look like they're trying to take over the board, really is what it amounts to. We'll still have one vote, just like we always had.
And this is part of the conversation that I've had with the entire board at this point, is the beginning of a process for us to eventually get all of us to serve on the board. I know everybody wants to be involved with the MEDC, so looking to rotate these positions in the future. So I appreciate everybody's support and willingness to serve on boards outside of this room. I think that only helps everything that we do in our process.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
Trustee Bond.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
No?
And Trustee Lee.
Yes.
That carries 4-1. Thank you. Item B this evening is a request from Grandma's Table for a Class G liquor license. I know they can't be here this evening.
Yes, they're requesting to switch from a Class D, I believe, to a Class G license. They are aware of the 50% requirement, that, 50% has to come from food versus everything else. So, we'd be happy to answer any questions, but you have the letter from them making the request.
What does going to a Class G, does it do anything else?
I believe that they want to have a bar to serve.
Yeah, I think they noted that currently you have to have a table if you're going to be consuming the alcoholic beverage, but this would allow them to have a separate area for the people that are waiting and don't want to take up those spaces.
Attorney Julian, it's just a change of the license. There's nothing extra that they need to do or that we need to do other than,
No, they would just need a Class G license issued to them, and then, of course, meet the conditions of the Class G license with regard to the food sales and any other requirement. I don't know if there's a different dollar amount that they'd have to then deal with. But yeah, as long as they meet the license requirement, as long as they meet their license requirements, And they, yeah, then it would just be an administrative change.
Is it their intent to surrender the Class D then as well?
I thought so.
Okay.
They wouldn't have to. Right, because they can do everything with the G they can currently do, plus the extra they're looking for.
And they may need to, I'm sorry, they may need to also change it with the state as well. So, but that would be on them and, their relationship with the state to keep their license active. But as far as the village goes, it would just be the villages taking the D and giving them the G.
Okay. I'll motion to approve.
Second?
So this is just the request, do we,
Do we need to vote? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
you'll-
assuming we would vote on the request,
You'll vote on that, and then,
and then there'd be an actual ordinance, adding a G and taking
Adding a
away
G
D
and removing a
at the next
D.
meeting? Okay. So there's been a motion to approve their request,
I'm going to second over
and
here.
a second. Any more discussion? Okay.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
Trustee Lee. Yes. Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
And Trustee Bond.
Yes.
That carries 5-0. Thank you. The last item for separate action, we have a waiver of competitive bid and recommendation to award building automation system upgrade for the police department HVAC system to Train US Inc. of Willowbrook in the amount of $24,961. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. The current building automation system, BAS, for the HVAC system at the police department is obsolete, is in need of replacement. Train manufactures a system which is in place and is outdated to its age, and requiring parts is almost impossible, which can lead to long downtimes. Now, we are proposing replacing the Train system with an updated version of Train. Their updated system will have a map of the building footprint on their main screen, which can quickly identify where exact problems are. The new system would also be web-based, so our end users can have remote access 24 hours a day to troubleshoot issues and make changes without the need to be present at the facility. Because we would be replacing the system with the same manufacturer, no infrastructure upgrades would be needed. Another critical explanation as to why we should stay with the Train is that other manufacturers would have to change out its infrastructure for their system to talk to each other, which would be a substantial increase in costs. Appropriate funds have been allocated in the FY 219 budget. I'm requesting a waiver of competitive bid for the 24,961. If you should have any questions, can address those at this time.
Awesome, thank you. Any questions?
Is this you said fiscal year 2019, we're in fiscal year 18, right?
No, we're in
We are in
fiscal-
fiscal year 19?
Yep, it's based on the year end, which will be April
Okay,
19th.
all right. That answers my question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thus, this was anticipated that we'd be doing this because we budgeted for it.
I mean, we always have building maintenance funds
Yeah.
budgeted, and you don't always know what it's going to be, but
But this was actually identified in the budget.
something's going to break.
I know Denny's probably not too excited to know that something that's 10 years old is obsolete, but it's shocking how quickly this stuff has evolved, so. we gotta keep up.
Unfortunately, it's technology,
Yep.
you know.
Yeah, same thing with the video stuff here too, so. All right, any other comments or questions?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Call the roll.
Trustee Bond.
Yes.
Trustee Spurling.
Yes.
Trustee Lee.
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman.
Yes.
And Trustee Marisak.
Yes.
All right, and that carries 5-0. Thank you. We don't have anything for discussion, new or unfinished business. I know we do have a response to public comment, Public Works Director, which is confusing me because it says you're Tim Paulson there on your name tag. But was going to update us on the Case Street situation that the resident came at the last meeting, so I do appreciate that.
Sure. At the last board meeting, concerned residents came in to discuss parking concerns on Case Avenue and Main Street. During workdays, the workers from the commercial property that backs up to the Main Street park on both sides of the street between River and Watkins, which causes a congested area. The concerned citizens mentioned that heavy trucks, school buses, and garbage trucks have a hard time getting down the street. At this time, the management team felt that signage is needed to help reduce the congestion in this area and to improve safety. No parking this side of street, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. will be posted on the north side of Case and the east side of Main from River Street to Watkins. This will allow a safe line of sight both directions around the curve. Staff is also working with the property owner to get employees to park in the parking area along the railroad. Once the signs are made and delivered to Public Works, they will be installed immediately. I'm hopeful that they will arrive this week.
Awesome. Thank you.
An item, please. Well, actually, I have two items. Any update on the Concord and Gordon four-way stop sign? We were going to look into that.
Yes, we requested some accident data from the police department. I'm waiting on that.
Okay. Second, as I understand, we have an update on Bryan Lane.
ComEd notified us today that we have the easement that we need to construct the storm sewer. So I had the mayor sign notice to proceed today, and we'll turn that to the contractor tomorrow and get him scheduled. So we should be under construction reasonably soon.
Great, thank you.
And actually, I got Sunday's game yesterday, and that's why I wore my green and gold shirt, so no other comment.
I was actually at the game, and it was a good game, but I did notice that that color green is the most disgusting green I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
this is nice. It's the cheesehead yellow.
Don't hold back, man. Just kidding.
I have
All
a
right,
comment.
anything else?
Yes. For the deputy chief, if you could just pass on to the chief of police. At the last meeting, I had asked him to check into the tractor trailers parking in the commercial areas. I have since noticed that there were none along the Douglas Road corridor, so thank you very much. If you can pass that on to him, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Future meetings, next village board meeting will be 2 weeks from today, Monday, September 22nd at 7 PM in this room. At this point, I'd like to entertain a motion to go into executive session to discuss the minutes of meetings, and we'll report back afterwards
Minutes of meetings
so
or
moved.
executive session?
in executive session.
Sorry.
So moved.
Move second.
Second. Call the roll.
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Bond?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes.
Trustee Lee?
Yes.
And Trustee Youngerman?
Yay.
All right, thank you. Meeting back to order, and we have items for separate action, a report on closed session minutes. I'll ask our attorney to summarize.
Okay, thank you. So per our discussion in executive session, the meeting minutes that we would recommend the release for tonight would be the March 12th, 2018 meeting, only the portion pertaining to the review of the executive session minutes from the last go-round. So we'd be looking for a motion just to approve that particular meeting portion.
So moved.
So moved. Sorry. Second?
Okay. Trustee Spurling?
Yes.
Trustee Lee?
Yes.
Trustee Youngerman?
Yes.
Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
And Trustee Bond?
Yes.
One other thing.
Oh.
The golf outing Thursday, everybody's invited to it. Who isn't playing, come and have a drink at least. It's going to be at Douglas's.
Bliss Creek.
Bliss Creek.
Well, it's Mike Douglas owns it at Presbury.
Awesome.
Bliss Creek.
Bliss Creek.
One coming in, the main road, just get out of.
Bliss Creek Golf Course.
That's all right. We'll see you on Thursday. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Youngerman? Yes. Trustee Marisak?
Yes.
Trustee Bond?
Yes.
Trustee Spurling?
Yes.
And Trustee Lee?
And we're adjourned. Thank you.